For Newcastle United against Oldham is Roger Thames.
Tino Asprilla was just one of the spectators who sat back and admired on Sunday. Tonight he's off the bench for only his 6th start of the season. Kevin Keegan makes 5 changes from the team that destroyed the Premiership champions. Keeper Shaka Hislop, Warren Barton, Robbie Elliott and Lee Clark all come in. Cernicek and Watson are on the bench. Beresford Lee and Alan Shearer are all rested. Oldham boss Graham Sharp is left with 6 first-teamers injured and 2 recent signings, Sean Garnett and Ian Ormondroyd, both cup-tied. Scott McNiven, Carl Serrant and Stuart Barlow are brought into the team that drew against Reading, only their 7th point in 14 games. It's happy birthday referee Uriah Rennie from Sheffield is 35 today and celebrates with his first game at St James's Park. Well, it's top of the Premiership against bottom of Division 1. Newcastle 7 league wins in a row. Against Oldham, only 1 win in 14 league games. But Athletic have progressed to round 3, having disposed of Grimsby on penalties, and Tranmere 3-2, 2 close shaves. And I wonder if it'll be a close shave tonight. And just to depress the Latics fans even more, Newcastle have only failed to score once in their last 46 home games. And that was that infamous 1-0 home defeat against Manchester United last season. But they certainly put that one behind them on Sunday. Harlow supplying a lot of movement up ahead. The offence given there. Steve Redmond has gone forward. It's a difficult one for Hislop. Bouncing awkwardly there, Albert could whack it clear. It was a nightmare ball for a keeper, that, right in front of him, with players trying to get on the end of it as well. And Newcastle pushing their luck a little then. It's another good move by Oldham, encouraged by that one. They can deliver it now into the middle. Danger was there as well, and Beresford came in to knock it back, dangerous. Olison, and that's a great save from Shaka Hislop. Tony Olison almost ready to celebrate then. And if Hislop was a bit uncomfortable earlier with that difficult ball in, his reactions were absolutely flawless then. Olison came in well, and great reaction goalkeeping. And Oldham not overawed at the moment. Barton solidly under it and away. May well provoke a more than positive response from Newcastle, like jamming a class boxer. Talking of class, here's Asprilla. Ferdinand in the middle, but again Oldham have got plenty back. Asprilla trying to find Clark. He's looking to push on all the time. Ginola will take this corner kick. Ferdinand trying to get on the end of it. Asprilla got there. Keep looking again. Albert, his first English goal was in the Coca-Cola Cup against Manchester United when they fielded a much weakened side here and paid the penalty. Albert turning on it sharply, but getting under it. Here's Olison. Clark is industrious as ever. And Beardsley takes it on. Ginola through the middle, Barton on a determined overlap. Looking for Ferdinand, and Kelly not really very convincing with that one. Ended up using his knees almost to keep it out. It's Liz Ferdinand country that around there. Got up powerfully, headed it down, and Kelly improvised, to put it kindly. It's the competition for places, which maintains the pressure always on Newcastle's players. An extra dimension, as well as the prize at stake over 90 minutes, whether it be 3 points or a place in the next round of a cup competition, as in tonight. Asprilla. And it's a good round by Elliott. Kelly is down there, just about doing enough. He's given the penalty. It's a handball, the protest score. It was a chest. Really good, strong run that from Elliott. McNiven was snapping at him the whole time. Kelly came out there, knocked back in. Kelly couldn't get it, and there was the handball from McNiven. As much as McNiven and Redmond may protest, that one's definitely given. will have been McNiven who was the guilty man. Peter Beardsley from the spot. No messing at all. And the skipper puts Newcastle in control with the aid of a penalty kick. And now will the predicted avalanche follow. Beardsley as reliable and sure as ever. Right over the top of keeper Gary Kelly then, but so powerfully struck. Beardsley now, full of busy, looking to release. Aspria, in there quickly, looking to turn it round again. Ginola. Aspria stretching, but not quite managing to turn it to the path of Clark, who pushed up to support. Into the middle, just wide from Ferdinand. Really combined effectively then. Aspria was away from McNiven. Drove the cross in. Ferdinand just got that bit too much angle on it. Now there could be a break on with Paul Rickers. Haller is the wide man. He's pushed on at every opportunity. Still with Haller, Ranger wants it. This is a good run though, and blocked there by Batty with his instinct for sniffing out danger. Still Oldham coming forward, hit deep towards Beresford, but he shot in. Again, Hislop has to react well. Didn't let the move die, Oldham. This is Barlow. Quite taking the ball with him then, losing some momentum. Rickers wants to hit one. Good deflection, which could have made life a lot more difficult for Shaka Hislop. A bad break out of defence though by Oldham. The shot deflected over for the corner. Left back Serrant, who's going to knock it in towards the near post. Easy pickings there as the half-time whistle goes, with Newcastle really dominating Oldham. Quite the same panache that they dominated Manchester United on Sunday. There have been a few chances for Oldham which they've not managed to convert, unlike Peter Beardsley, as reliable as ever from the penalty spot. His goal after 20-odd minutes separates the two teams. At half-time, it's Newcastle United 1, Oldham Athletic 0. Newcastle get us underway in the second half. Last season they went out to Arsenal in the quarter-finals, their best run in the competition since they lost in the final in 1976. Oldham, of course, also beaten finalists. That was in 1990, and they lost to Forest. Beardsley. Now Bart. Aspria. Bart's gone on the forward run again. Barlow the target. Here comes Albert. Crowd certainly responding as he came into the sort of territory that he scored from. Albert through the middle. Kelly just kept it out. Here's Aspria. Beardsley thunders in the shot, but can't find the target. Albert, the instigator to all that commotion, just couldn't get a clean enough header in. Aspria saw the gap close, found Beardsley well, really thumped it, but off the mark. Batty looking for Ginola and finding a way through to him. Haller getting the hand out there, knew what was coming, and Ginola and Newcastle will get the free kick. It's a fair cop, says the Norwegian. Ginola just gently knocking it through. Peacock was coming in there on goal. Asprilla as well, but Kelly made a decisive movement. Peacock there, and just pushing it away from Kelly. Newcastle going to make a substitution. Paul Kitson getting a rare outing this season. Only had one appearance as a substitute. It's Asprilla who comes off. Will be disappointed with his evening. And Kitson gets his second appearance in the first team as a sub this season. Albert providing the cover. Banger has really worked his socks off. So too Barlow, was covered there by Batty. Equally indefatigable. Talking of tireless, it's a great ball to Kitson. Kitson sees his effort blocked by Gary Kelly. Really would have been a great return for Paul Kitson, but it was good work from the keeper as well. Great ball by Beardsley, releasing Kitson, who was pretty swiftly onto it, but Kelly came out well to close down all the angles and preserve this one-goal margin. Redmond. Beresford skinning Barton there. Good position this for the right sort of delivery. Albert was there. Still the danger not clear. That's not a bad ball in at all. Banger looking for the penalty on Elliott, but more in hope than genuine belief, I'm sure. Just crashed into him, if the truth be known. Lifted over the top there by Batty. Beardsley and Batty again, makes himself available. Kitson, driven cross there from Batty. Was almost on top of Kitson before he had the chance to try to steer it on target. Driven cross, and the touch was too fine. Serrant again. Beresford, the opening here. Peacock blocked it. Barlow out wide. Real last throw of the dice this for Oldham. Now it's Orlickson. Going straight to Ferdinand. To play it upfield for Kitson. And maybe it could be Newcastle who'll wrap it all up in stoppage time. Beardsley also up there. Kitson still going with Kitson. Took three of them, but they kept him out. Now Beardsley. Clark took over, but not really took control. There is the final whistle. It's a mission accomplished for Newcastle United, but very much a case of after the Lord Mayor's show. Only a Peter Beardsley penalty in the first half separates the two teams at the end of 90-odd minutes. Oldham, a determined, resolute performance with a sprinkling of chances. Newcastle very much in first gear, but through to the next round of the Coca-Cola Cup with the narrowest of scorelines after Sunday's massacre of Manchester United. Today, it's a modest total. Newcastle United 1, Oldham Athletic 0. Wasn't exactly Sunday, was it?
No, it was never going to be Sunday, was it? You know, you say to all the right things to the players before they go out. But inevitably, it seems that after a performance like that, there is a bit of a dip. The good news is that despite not playing very well, we still went comfortably into the next round.
Oldham did at least make it difficult for you. They were very diligent in their defending and stuck at it all the time and had a few chances.
Yeah, without ever really threatening us, you know. I mean, they had the odd little chance first half. I don't think Shaka had a save to make second half. But I was more looking at what we were doing, and we passed the ball, but we never really passed it at the pace that we can pass it at. we never really were as creative as we can be. And when the chances did fall to people, they never really looked like sticking them in. So we've won on a penalty at the end of the day, and people look at it and think we scraped through. And I think we did a little bit more than that, but it wasn't anything special, was it?